Good evening, everybody. Tommy and Man City Fan TV, and welcome to the TNT Live. We are back for another show this evening, where we're going to talk a little bit about the good result the other night for the I'd like to say the City star, the youngsters, the stars of the youngsters. They were absolutely brilliant. You know, we've got a few stars in there. We're going to talk a little bit about them against Wycombe, 6-1 in the Carabao Cup. We're going to talk about the draw in the Carabao Cup, who we've got next. Then we're going to do a little bit on the Chelsea preview. Not much. We're just going to all give our starting 11s a little bit later on in the show. And then we'll just go through them. We'll just give you a little fantasy football update and then a Q&A at the end. And that should hopefully last us around half an hour or a little bit longer. We'll see how the show goes. But I hope you are all well. I hope you've had good weeks or most of the week so far. We're nearly at the weekend, Friday tomorrow, guys. So we're nearly there. And you know, when the TNT show comes, the weekend and a chill for most people is there after the show. So I hope you are all well. Let's see who's in the comments and then we'll get into it a little bit more. So what Dupe is on saying hello. Hope you well, Dupe, mate. Got Sean on. Good evening, Tom. Good evening, Sean, mate. FIFA's on saying hi. Sean's saying United were awful last night versus West Ham. They sure were. Am I going to get FIFA 22? No, I don't think I am, for the first time ever. Sean says we need to give Chelsea a warning in the title race on Saturday. We certainly do, 100% agree with that one. Let's have a look. Brandy Block is saying good evening, Brad. Hope you're well. Malk's on saying evening, Tom. Dudley Lewis is on saying hi, Tom. And Blue Moon is saying hi, Tom, too. Obviously, people are going to keep coming in slowly, and we'll just get City Chippy in there. My dad's saying it. Evening, Tom. So that is everybody in at the moment. We'll say our hellos to anybody else who wants to venture in at any point in the show. But we're just going to talk a little bit about the Wycombe game. I thought we played really, really well. Obviously, a little bit of a scare in the beginning. But, you know, we sort of took our professionalism and we sort of went the extra mile and smashed them 6-1 in the end. I thought there was some really, really, really good players. I must say, the City youth in general were absolutely brilliant. There we go. I think we've got on here. We've got Phil, and then we've got Cole Palmer, who also scored 2. Now, if we look in the grand scheme of things, I thought we played overall really well. If we have a look at the stats, I'm just going to get them up now. Well, this is how they obviously went. They scored first with Brandon Hanlan on the 22nd minute. Then Kevin scored, Riyad Mahrez, Phil Foden, then Ferran Torres, Riyad Mahrez got another one, and then Cole Palmer got another one after that. It was a pretty good one, a good team, and we started off with Zach Steffen in goal, Egan Riley, Mbete, Burns, and Wilson Esbrand, who was absolutely brilliant. Then we had Lavia, De Bruyne, Foden, Sterling, Mahrez, Torres, and Palmer. Now, I thought when I saw the lineup, I'll just take these two off the screen. I thought when I did see that lineup, I thought it looked very, very solid. The back four obviously was full of youngsters, but it was good to see. Jackson saying Eating Blues. My dad's saying hello to everybody. Farhan's on saying Jakob. There you go. Everybody's saying hello. It's nice to see. I thought we played very well in the grand scheme of things. I thought the youngsters had a superb performance in total, to be fair. You know, the left back, the new one who's come in, Esbrand, he looks absolutely class. And I really do think that he does bring a lot to the team. And, you know, I think Vincent Kompany said some words about him the other day. He said, I think it was yesterday, he says, you only get once in a lifetime opportunity to get this chance in the squad. And he won't blow it because he's a good player. So even if the leader approves, you know, it's brilliant. Jack's just telling us it was the first time he's been back to a game before COVID. Great to be back. Good lad. I'm glad you enjoyed being back, Jack. Hope it went well for you, mate. And hopefully you can get to another game in the future. But yeah, I thought we played really well in total. We have got West Ham next in the cup. It is away. It is the away leg. It is going to be a tough game. Everybody's got pretty difficult games. There's not any easy ones other than Liverpool. I think they got, I think it's Preston or something like that. But yeah, I think I think that it's a really good, really good draw in a way because it's a little bit of a challenge. You know, it's never been easy in the Carabao Cup, but it'd be nice to have a little bit of a challenge. But we haven't lost a Carabao Cup game in 5 years. We're going to our 5th year in a row of hopefully winning this competition. You know, let's take it seriously, like we are doing, scoring the goals, doing good. So it is hopefully what we are going to achieve from it, and let's hope we can get through to the next leg, and then hopefully we're down on Wembley Way, or whatever it's classed as now. Now they've taken the ramps away and put steps in, the Wembley steps, at the start of March. Let's hope we are, or at the end of. I don't know if it is the end of March, or let me just have a look at the calendar, because I was discussing this the other day. I think it's changed again. If I have a look, it is. Let's have a look. It'd be Sunday the 27th of February, the Carabao Cup final. That is when it is. That is when it is, guys. Let's see. Nice tops there, Sean. Thank you, mate. It came through today in the post. Really good stuff. Really happy with it. I didn't know. I was seeing a lot of the home kits the other day, and I just wanted to go for something a little bit different. And I genuinely do think this is a really nice shirt. You know, it feels comfortable. It's a really nice one. And then FIFA's saying, nice trim. Thank you very much. Nice. Shape the beard as well, guys. Shape the beard as well. But yeah, you have to keep looking good. You have to keep looking good. Just when my hair's short, my headset takes up a little bit. But Chippy's saying that's my mum's birthday. All right, so the Carabao Cup final is on my mum's birthday. Well, oh dear me, that's not very good, is it? I think it works out that week. If we get to the Carabao Cup final, City play obviously on the Sunday. So it's my mum's birthday. My girlfriend Faye's birthday is midweek, and then her birthday weekend's the Manchester derby at home. Now, you know what the answer is going to be there, guys. You know, it's City all the way. Other people that involved with that might not agree with that, but it is. So City will always be first. You know how it is, guys. Thief says, "What do you ask for at the barbers?" I ask for a medium to high skin fade, with a little bit off the top, and then just a neaten up and where he shapes my beard to make it look presentable if you can. But yeah, it does look good. I am happy with it this time. I was going to get rid of the beard, but if you shape it nice and make it look good, it does. I do quite like it. So yeah, it is all good. But yeah, that's the barbers, by the way. Don't worry, I will get your mum and Faye's to change their birthdays. Yeah, good stuff. Faye's birthday weekend can be not the weekend of the Manchester Derby, the week after that. We'll agree something. But anyway, we're going to get into the Chelsea preview now, guys. I don't know if there was anything said in the press conference or anything like that today. I'm just going to have a look because I hadn't had a chance to actually look at anything. I think a few have returned to training. John Stones and Eric Laporte were both involved as the City boss put his players through their paces ahead of the trip to Stamford Bridge, as were Phil Foden and Kevin De Bruyne after their exploits against Wycombe. There you go. City's game against Chelsea kicks off at 12:30 UK on Saturday, 25th of September. There you go, guys. But yeah, there is. I think his press conference is actually tomorrow, isn't it? But yeah, there isn't much I can tell you on injuries news. I think 2 of them are back. I don't know about Rodri. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I will have to have a look at that. I don't know if Rodri's back. Yes, he is back. There you go, guys. Rodri's back. So that's good news. So everybody is near enough back now. So I doubt we'll see some of them start probably, but I think we will in a way. I think obviously Kevin will come back in. But anyway, we'll do it this way, guys. As I'm doing my team lineup now, as I'm reading mine out, my full team lineup, you just put your starting 11 in the comments, and I'm just going to read them out rather than going through positions because it does take a bit longer. You put your starting 11 in, and I will talk about them whilst I'm reading mine out, and then we can discuss. So I think it'll be Edison in goal. I think Kyle Walker will be at right back. I think we'll have Ruben Dias and Nathan Ake as your 2 centre backs again. At left back, I think we'll see Cancelo. Then just in front of them, I think we will see Fernandinho once more with Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva. I think Kevin will get. I think that's where it'll be. On the left hand side, I think we'll have Grealish because he got rested. On the right hand side, Gabriel, and then up front, I reckon we will see. It's going to one of them. I don't think he'll be Sterling. I really think he'll be Ferran Torres again. You're obviously missing out Foden there. Where does he come in? Maybe Bernardo might not play, but I think Bernardo, after his performances in the previous weeks, will play. I think he's been really good. So I think we'll see some changes, obviously to Wednesday night, but Tuesday night. But I think we will see some changes and some for the positives. I hope we do see Laporte, as Sean says. Laporte thinks he will be back. Sean thinks Laporte will be back. We shall see what happens, obviously. I hope he is back. It'd be nice to see, but I can't see it because he's only just come back in. He has only just come back in. Well, anyway, as you're getting your team lineups in, we've got one already. FIFA, he's saying Edison, Esbrand, so he's sticking the youngsters straight in. Diaz, Stones, Walker, Rodri, Foden, KDB, left wing Grealish, Torres, and Mahrez. There you go. Interesting. That's a pretty strong squad. And if Esbrand does start, it'd be absolutely brilliant. Paul Jefferson's on saying, Evening, Tom. Good evening, mate. I hope you're well. City Chippy says he's back. These are his back five. It's Edison, Walker, Diaz, Laporte, Zinchenko. I'm sure we'll get his midfield and forwards soon. Yeah, get his confidence up. I agree. Sean thinks he's going to be a false nine. Charlie's on. Evening, Tom. Hope you're good, mate. Likewise, Charlie. Hope you're well, mate. Whilst you just joined us, get your team lineups in, guys, for Saturday, 12:30 kickoff against Chelsea. Your full team lineups in the comments, and I will read them out. Get them in. I want to see who you're going to choose. Who you're going to choose. Rodri, Gundogan, Grealish. There you go. That's my dad's mid three. So we're going to get his next one now soon. All good off to Tenerife on Saturday, says Charlie. Good, man. I hope you enjoy that. I wonder if it's been a pain in the backside for you with all the COVID tests that you have to take and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully it's all okay for you. I'd like to think so. You just want to get there easy. There's nothing worse, is there, than struggling. We've got Charlie saying Edison, Walker, Diaz, Ake, Cancelo, Rodri, KDB, Foden, Grealish, Jesus, and Torres. Very, very strong. And then we've got Scott Williams. He's put his squad in. Eddie, Walker, Diaz, Ake, Cancelo, Ferner, KDB, Foden, Jack, Mahrez, and Sterling. Strong. Yeah. Nightmare with all the forms and tests, etc. Yeah, I bet it is, Charlie. But also a good squad from Scott there. Two got good, strong squads there. You know, I personally think if Rodri's fit, I reckon we'll see him back in because I don't think Fernandinho played particularly well against Southampton. But every legend's allowed to have a little bit of a weakness every now and again. But yeah, I think it'll be him over anybody else, to be honest with you. But yeah, it should be an interesting game as people are obviously still putting the lineups in. I'll just talk a little bit about what I think the game's going to go like. I think it'll be a tough game. On paper, it's looking like, they should have the upper hand with their form. But I think, we can turn up and we can absolutely smash it. My dad's front three, Sterling, Jesus, and Mahrez there, guys. And then Paul Jefferson says, Edison, Walker, Diaz, Ake, Cancelo, Rodri, KDB, Grealish, Silva, Sterling, Jesus. So the back four, hopefully, could see a little bit of a change maybe. But a lot of people are saying pretty similar there. And before I carry on, I'll tell you what this is saying. We've got Edison, Diaz, Laporte, Cancelo, Zini, Bernardo, Rodri, Foden, Jesus, right. Wing Mahrez, KDB, false nine. There you go. Yeah. So I think it'll be a tough game. I think they'll sit back, and try and hit us on the break. I don't think he plays. I've always said I don't think he plays particularly good football, but the particularly not good football has beaten us, in the Champions League final, and has beaten us in the semi-final of the FA Cup. So he's particularly not good football. It's pretty good in a way, but it can be beaten 100%. You know, we just have to play our game, don't mess around, and we just need to outrun him in midfield. Personally, I reckon that is where we've gone wrong in the past. Not playing a CDM against them is where we've gone wrong, because you just need that person sitting in front of them of the back four. That is important, because, you know, if they're not tight enough, you know, they can just go straight through. And obviously, if one of the centre backs comes forward, then he gets dropped out of position, and then you're caught in a counter attack. Then, and that's how they scored their goal in the Champions League final. So, you know, it's one of them. Brad saying Mason Mount has gone 20 games for club and country without scoring and only 3 assists. Wow. Chelsea are going to get a tonking on Saturday. They are due when they are. Sean says, must win for us, not for them. I completely agree it is, because, you know, you look at where they're sat. They've just come off a 3-0 bashing of Spurs. If you go Lloris wanting goal, it could have been about 6-0. But yeah, we shouldn't be scared of them. You know, I don't think there's anything in particular that we need to do. But time to take the tickle from the tuckle and bring him back to down to earth. I must agree with that. I can't stand him as a manager. You know I can't. But I reckon we'll see it. I reckon we'll see a decent performance. I think we'll go all out against them. I can't see why not. You know, if we just play our normal football, calm, composed, attack them, bash it down the wings, decisive balls into the box, no stupidness, strong in midfield, keep the legs tight at the back, we should be okay. Fingers crossed. And what do you guys think the scores are going to be? Get your score predictions into the chat. I personally think it will be 3-2 to City. I reckon it'll be a tough game, but I reckon we'll come out on top. I don't think it'll be a low-scoring game. It has in the past a little bit, but no. But no, I think it's interesting to see what's going to happen now, guys. So yeah, you just get. I think it'll be 3-2 personally. So if you just get your team lineups in, and then I will tell you what I think of those. Paul's saying 3-1 City. That would be nice and much nicer than 3-2, Paul. Much nicer. My dad's saying City 2-1. There you go. A City win will take, won't we, guys, to be honest. Brad's saying 2-2. He's going for more of maybe a realistic option there. Some will say. We've got even Sean saying 1-1. So there's 3 of us backing a City win. 2 guys. There we go. They're all close games from what people are saying here. Charlie said 1-0 City. We'll take that, won't we? Dudley Lewis is saying 2-1. Presuming that's to City, Dudley. Fingers crossed. Scott's saying Tommy Tuchel or TT will rather play for a draw rather than playing football and try and lay a marker. I think Pep will have to have an ace up his sleeve. The lap off the bench for a winner in the last 10 minutes. I bloody hope so. It'd be nice, that, wouldn't it? It would be nice. It would be nice. Mark Scott's words, guys. Stick a bet on it. Obviously, if you're over 18, and please gamble responsibly. There you go. You have to say that these days because you can't influence gambling. But yeah, I had to do that. But yeah. Any more on the predictions? On paper, is this weekend the toughest league game of the season? On paper, yes. On paper, yes. In the grand scheme of things, no, because there's bigger games coming. We've got Liverpool away next weekend, so you could consider that as one of the big games based on the occasion. Probably so, along with the Manchester derby. But on paper, I reckon this is the biggest game so far. I reckon it is the biggest game of the season because I think that they are the biggest title challengers, other than obviously Liverpool have been quiet and doing what they're doing. But, they are the biggest team, I think, other than us to, get up there, Chelsea, I must say. Dudley's just clarified 2 there. Blue Moon said 2-1 to City. There you go. Happy days. Fingers crossed. Result could set us nicely for a PSG game. We need the win this weekend because you've got PSG on Tuesday night, I think it is. Then you've got Liverpool on the weekend. You've got 3 massive tough games all away in the space of a week, and the Premier League and the UEFA have teamed up nicely there, haven't they? Oh, we'll stick Man City's away game at Paris Saint-Germain. in the middle of Chelsea and Liverpool away. Thank you lot very much, guys. Much appreciated. And UEFA and FIFA and the Premier League have been rubbing their hands at that one. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. And let's go and absolutely smash it. If we pick up 6 points and lose the group stage, excuse me, I'd rather us lose the game midweek if we had to lose one. I'd rather us win them all. But I'd rather us lose the PSG game than the 2 Premier League games, to be honest with you, because we can make it up in the Champions League. The 2 biggest games this week out of the 3 are the Premier League games, because, after a draw and a loss already, we need to get back in there, guys. We need to get back in there. So we shall see what happens. I honestly think we will beat Chelsea 3-1, says Danny. I hope so too, because I don't think they're that good at football. Obviously, it might be a biased opinion, but I don't think they're great. I really don't think they're great at all. Really don't. How did you guys get on in the fantasy football last week? That is what I'm just going to show you now. As more comments are coming in there, I can answer them. Here is last week's results. So, he's still staying at the top. Zola is still at the top with 372 points in the game week total of 63. We've got Prelaya. You're in second. You've moved up, mate. Congratulations. 82 game week points and 351 in total. We've got Oil FC, Glenn Dubrell. 65 points in the game week total and 342 overall. Then we've got Mark Anthony winning Note FC with 79 game week points from last week and a total of 333. In fifth, we've got Nabaya Abaka with Fire Squad with a game week total of 56 and 331 total of game points. Then we've got Pep's Bald Head, Taylor Davies. He's got 55 game week points from last week with 330 in total. We've got Rockdale 11, known as Ramkumar Soyog. He's got 52 game week points with 327 points in total. Eurobeans, which is Adam Buttersworth. He has got 58 game week points with 325 in total. Then we've got Soda Blues, Charlie Evans, 68 game week points last week and 317 points in total. Then we've got Are You Alright? Using either Andre or Andre Ayew's name there, by Danny Allen. He got 50 game week points there with 316 in total. And Eurydice, where are you? Scott Williams with 50 game week points, 312. So there you go, top 11 there, guys. It's all heating up in the fantasy football. And remember, prizes will be won if you're in the top 3 at the end of the year. We will obviously discuss that at some point. Let's have a look. Looks like Brad says, looks like Laporte and Stones were in training today too. Maybe not fit enough for Chelsea. No, I don't think so. I reckon we'll probably see them PSG or Liverpool. Hopefully. I reckon it'll be probably Liverpool. Paul Jefferson says, rather win all 3, but I'm a greedy. So, to be honest, Paul, I'm a greedy son, so I'd want to win all 3. Manjanaf is saying, time to average for the finals loss. I am pretty sure players will be up for it. Hopefully so. FIFA says, league code, please. I don't have it on me at the moment. I think it's in the description. Could I still join? Yes, you can. PSG is probably the easy game of the 3. And Paul says, can't wait to see what KDB's first tackle on Rudiger is like. Yeah, it'll be a meaty one. Guys, I'll just have a look in the notifications below my show. And then I will tell you what it is. See if it's there, because I don't know if it is or not, to be honest with you. No, it's not there at the moment. But what I'll get Andy to do is I'm sure he'll watch it at some point and then he'll tweet it out. He will tweet it out, guys. I'll get him to tweet it out for us. And then you can all watch it. Not watch it, or join it if you want to join it, because that's obviously what you want to do. But yeah, I'll get Andy to obviously email that out, or if you want it, just let us know. I don't. Andy has the code. No, it's not there, FIFA, but I'll get him to post it on the community chat, and then you can get it. No problem. Anytime, mate. Anytime. Right then, as we're slowly approaching the end, it's not the end yet, guys. Don't you worry. But we will get a few Q&As in now. Get your questions in. As many as you want. Ask as many as you'd like. You don't have to ask just one. Ask loads, because I don't mind a little Q&A at the end. And we'll do quite a lot. There's quite a few you on as well. So everybody who's on, get a question in. We'll start with Manjanaf, sorry. He says, what is my starting 11? I did say it earlier, but I will say it for anybody else who wasn't on. I reckon it'll be Edison in goal, Kyle Walker. I reckon it'll be Nathan Ake and Ruben Dias at the back. I reckon it'll be Cancelo at left back. I reckon you'll see Fernandinho in front of him with Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva. On the left-hand side, Jack Grealish. Up front, Ferran Torres. And on the right-hand side, Gabriel Jesus. I reckon that's what we'll set up as on Saturday at 12:30. Rudiger got away with that tackle on KDB. He sure did. He sure did. Anyways, guys, get your questions in as many as you like. If you've got a few questions, I will answer them. Don't you worry about that, guys. Evening all. John Walters on. Good evening, mates. There we go. We've got a few there. Oh, by the way, guys, I got a new phone this week. Blue as well. Here we go. If you could only have one, which would it be? Skin fade or beard? It'd be a skin fade every time. I'd get rid of the beard for a skin fade anytime, Dad. You know, that's how it always is. Honest neutral opinion, what's your top 3 at the end of the season? Good. That is a good question. Honest neutral opinion, I really do think we will still finish top. I reckon we still will get top place. I reckon it's not over for us yet. Then I think second place will be Man United. I think they are looking good. And third place will be Chelsea. I don't know about Liverpool. It will be tough. That maybe Man United might slip away. So I'm going to rephrase that. I reckon it'll be City, Liverpool, Chelsea, all within 5 points of each other. And then I think you'll see United in fourth, about 8 points, 9 points, maybe 10 points behind. I reckon that's what it'll be in the end, to be honest with you. Cole Palmer irregular, or will he follow the path of Taylor Howard Bellis in the Metro? I reckon Cole's going to come a regular, like Foden. I really do. How did you like the new Aguero look? I thought he looked pretty cool. For anybody who hasn't seen Sergio Aguero's new haircut, I will just get it up for you. There you go, guys. For anybody who hasn't seen Sergio's new haircut, there he is. That is Sergio's new haircut. Bless him. I do miss him. Brad's saying that should be the code for the fantasy code. There you go. Anybody who wants to try. How many points do you have for your fantasy league? Oh, God. I'll have to have a look at that, guys. Whoever's just said that knows that I'm not very good at it, to be honest with you. If I look at our league, I am 52nd still, guys. 176 points. I've had a mare. I got 51 points last week, though. And if anybody who wants to see my team, I still have to change it, obviously, for this weekend. I am going to do that at some point. But that is my squad. I need to get all those Chelsea players out of there for this weekend. But yeah, I've got Lloris in goal, Diaz, Van Dijk, Aspilicueta, Havertz, Fornals, Rafinha, Mount and Grealish, with Antonio and Jesus up front, with Schmeichel, Reguilon, Young, and Ivan Toney on the bench. But yeah, I'll have to change that around a bit. What do you think of the safe standing? To be honest with you, Paul, I think it looks quite good. It looks like it does bring a little bit more atmosphere to the game, I must say. It has been a little bit more noisy, with the standing up. I think it is a really good idea. And at some point, I'll definitely be having a go down there. I would definitely want to go and have a little look around and maybe have a game to watch down there. I reckon it'll be great because I've been in Germany and seen it like that. And it does bring a lot to the game. Who's going down this season? Tough one. I really do think there's a few. I think you'll see. I think I think Burnley might go down this season. I think you'll see Norwich go down, and I think there'll be a shock, and I think you'll see Leeds go down as well. I really do think Leeds might go down. Not that maybe I'll retract that statement. I don't think Leeds will go down. If I just have a look at the table now. 1 second. I just want to have a look at who's in the bottom because I haven't really looked at the table. I think Brentford will be all right this season, guys. I think they're looking really good. But yeah, let's have a look at the bottom there. Yeah, Leeds are quite close down there. That's what I was saying. But yeah, I think it'll be Burnley, Norwich, and either Newcastle or Leeds. Yeah, I think Palace will just be all right. My dad thinks it'll be Norwich, Wolves, and Palace. What's safe standing? Safe standing below. Safe standing in the south stand level 1 and the east stand and west stand corners. Where do you sit at Etihad? I sit in 316 block in the south stand. What do you think about striker in January? It's needed if it comes even more of a big thing. I reckon we still need a striker. I reckon whether it's January or the summer, next summer, I reckon we need to get one in 100%. If you had a choice, Kane or Haaland for City, Haaland every day of the week, 100%. Do you subconsciously look how full the stadium is every game after Pep's comments? I am sure opposition fans are surely looking. I couldn't care less, to be honest with you, because I know I'm there, and I know everybody who I sit with's there every week in, week out, and I can look 5 rows back and still see the same people. 10 rows back, still see the same people. Look 10 rows to the left, still see the same people. I look 10 rows to the right and still see the same people. Where I sit, everybody turns up week in, week out, no matter what. Wind, rain, sunshine, whatever. And to be honest with you, I couldn't care less what he has to say about those comments because we turn up and that is what it's about. And I've seen it was pretty bloody full against Southampton. So let's just leave him for his comments. He might have said it wrong. And if he didn't say it wrong, then we just go and show how much of a good support we have. And at the moment this season, I think the home support has been superb. So, unfortunately, we can't do anything about it when the club closed the top stands, can we? It's not our fault. So, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. The league code doesn't work. I'll get Andy to do it again then, FIFA. Like the way Brentford play. Yeah, so do I. They do play some good football. My dad's just saying we're sitting for row C. Well said, Tom. Bradley Block says row GG for me, right up at the top. Anyhow, Scott Williams says spot on, Tom. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I haven't really had a full opinion on it, to be honest with you, but it did wind me up a little bit. But I still backed him obviously with the singing and stuff. But we turned up last week against Southampton, full singing and dancing. Proper up behind the lads, and the lads didn't turn up whatsoever. So, I personally don't think we can criticise anybody. I think it's still like 52% of City fans, are from, I can't remember the stat. I'll have to try and find it, but it's a good stat. And, it is what it is. I always turn up. I know like I just said, I know everybody around me turns up. I can go all the way to the top of the south stand, and sometimes I do go up to the top to have a look, and the same people are there. You see the same people in and around the concourse, and that's the thing. He's just looking at the corporate because that's right now opposite him, and unfortunately, you can't change his opinion if he thinks that's empty. Then unfortunately, we can't do what about that. But 52% of the working population of Man City's supporter, the working population in Manchester, and money's tight, especially when we've got 5 home games this month. So you have to pick and choose what games you have. Unfortunately, have you been to the toilets at half time? It was full of smoke from cigarettes, could hardly see, and that my dad agrees terribly. The toilet cigarette smoke is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I agree, Brad. Sorry, mate. Brad. It's absolutely shocking. It's ridiculous. To the point that I don't even think about going to the toilet. I stick my mask on when I go in there. I tell you, because it's horrible. Calvin Phillips' Fernandes replacement puts some really good tackles in like Ferner. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. Great show, Tom. Come on, City on Saturday, 100%. Where's your City flag gone? It's in my room at the moment. It is in the room. When we go to a bigger game, or it will be out. Any away games that I go to soon, they'll be going. Don't you worry. BHE FIFA, Ian and Tom, mate, up you well. BHE FIFA, you've just come as we're about to go. Typically, which is a shame. Now we need Deckers. Yeah, Declan Rice, who knows? We shall see. It'd be a good debate for next week, guys. In fact, I might save that for next week as well as the Liverpool preview. I might include that in the show. Who would you want to do? I'll get a few stats up of Declan and Calvin Phillips, and then we can compare and see who you all think you'd like. But for now, I am going to wrap it up there, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the show. It has gone quick, that I must say, but I've really enjoyed it. Again, we've talked about all sorts tonight. I think it's been brilliant. But yeah, you look after yourselves. Take care. Make sure you give this video a like, as always. If you're new around here, give us a subscribe and give us a share as well. And for anybody who is wanting to go and join the Fantasy League for next week, then I shall speak to Andy and I'll get him to put the code up on the community chat. But for now, look after yourselves. And as always, up the City. Take care, guys. Look after yourselves.